Hello, my YouTube family. I have yet another heartwarming story from the archives of my childhood. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends and family. It means the world to me. The morning sun glared brightly over the hills of rural St. Mary, painting the red dirt road in shimmering waves of heat. Jill Gordon, 11 years old and restless, was called by her mother from the kitchen window. "Jill, go down to Mr. Brown's butcher stall and buy 2 pounds of cow foot for me. Make sure he cuts it clean." Mrs. Gordon's voice was firm but gentle. She wore a faded floral dress and an apron tied tightly around her waist, her hair wrapped neatly in a scarf. Jill, in her blue cotton frock and worn sandals, was eager for the errand. She grabbed her small wicker basket and set off down the lane. The road was lined with mango trees casting long dappled shadows across the dust. Birds sang noisily in the branches and goats grazed lazily at the roadside. Jill hummed a tune as she skipped along, her braids bouncing with every step. At the butcher stall, the smell of raw meat hung heavily in the air. Mr. Henry, a tall, broad man in a blood-stained apron, wiped his hands on a rag and reached for a pale, heavy cow foot resting on the counter. With a few swift chops of his cleaver, he separated it cleanly, then wrapped the cuttings tightly in brown paper. "Carry it quickly before the sun spoils it," he told her, placing it into her basket. Jill paid him, then thanked him politely and started home. The cow foot weighed down her small arm, dragging the basket against her side. She paused beneath a tamarind tree to rest, the sweat beading on her forehead. It was then she noticed movement in the bushes. A scruffy brown mongrel dog with sharp ribs showing through its coat emerged, sniffing the air. Its eyes fixed on the basket. Jill's heart raced. She lifted the basket protectively. "Shoo!" she cried, waving her free arm. But the dog was quick and determined. It lunged forward, clamped its teeth into the wrapped cow foot and tugged. Jill gasped, pulling back with all her strength. For a few breathless moments, Jill and the dog struggled in the middle of the dusty road, her small hands gripping the paper, the dog growling low as it pulled. With a sudden tear, the paper split. Jill fell backward, her dress covered in dust, clutching only scraps of the wrapping. The dog darted away into the undergrowth, its prize dangling from its jaws. By the time Jill reached home, her knees were scratched, her face streaked with sweat and dust, and the basket was empty. Her mother turned from the kitchen, frowning. "Jill, where is the cow foot?" Tears welled in Jill's eyes. "A dog took it, Mama," she whispered. For a moment, Mrs. Gordon simply stared. Then her lips trembled, and she burst into laughter, holding her stomach as if it hurt. "Do you mean to tell me that you wrestled with a mongrel dog for my cow foot, and the dog won?" Jill nodded, cheeks burning with shame. But Mrs. Gordon only bent down, dusted off her daughter's dress, and kissed her forehead. "Come inside, child. I will go and buy another one myself. Next time, no dog will dare to steal from us again." Though embarrassed, Jill couldn't help smiling. She had fought fiercely for her mother's dinner, and that, she thought, counted for something. The end. Comment your thoughts on this story. Let me know if Mrs. Gordon should have accompanied her daughter to the butcher's stop, or was this a teaching experience for the lad? See you soon when I grace your screen again with another tale from my childhood memories. Bye-bye.